Welcome. I'm Raymond Mesa, Deputy Chief of Staff of SEIU Local 721. Thank you for being with us tonight. We are going to get started with our program. It's my pleasure to introduce SEIU Local 721 President and Executive Director, David Green. David?
Thanks, Raymond. Hello and welcome, LA County. My name is David Green, and I'm proud to be the President and Executive Director of SEIU Local 721. I want to thank all of you for joining us tonight for this important LA County bargaining update. With negotiations well underway, we want to make sure every LA County member has the most up-to-date information. But before we begin our update, I want to take a minute to look at how we got here. Our union kicked off our 2025 bargaining campaign on July 20th with a massive LA County CAT team meeting at the JW Marriott in downtown Los Angeles, and it was an incredible kickoff. There were hundreds of SEIU 721 CAT team members there. We had lots of fun, and we learned a lot, too. Our union let everyone know what was up. In detail, we covered how the county failed to adhere to the contract from 2022, how the county blatantly broke dozens of labor laws, and how the county took our agreed-upon contract language and interpreted it however they wanted. But let me be clear, our union didn't take this all sitting down. We responded. We immediately filed unfair labor practice charges to hold the county accountable, detailing every time they ignored our union contract. It was our way of telling LA County, we're not playing games. When the kickoff ended, we asked everyone there to take a strike vote. Overwhelmingly, the vote in the ballroom was resounding yes to strike. After that, we wasted no time going to our work sites. We talked to tens of thousands of union members, and ultimately, we secured a 99% strike authorization vote. It was a very proud moment for me as president of this union. We put in a ton of work to get the word out to our members, and our solidarity was incredible. But it was also just a start. In September, we took our message directly to the Board of Supervisors, and we packed the Hall of Administration. We brought in bus after bus filled with union members. And on Temple Street, we shut it down. Inside the boardroom, outside the boardroom, our union dominated. We let LA County leadership know they needed to come back to the table immediately, and we needed to hammer out all these issues. Otherwise, we were ready to go on strike on October 10th. And thanks to our action, almost immediately, the chair of the Board of Supervisors called an emergency meeting. She was there with the county CEO. In addition to myself at the meeting, it was Steve Koffroff and Raymond Mesa from 721. When the meeting ended, Chair Horvat and the CEO had instructions for county leadership to come back to the table right away. Our union won big, securing a landmark agreement with the county, forcing them to come back to the bargaining table earlier than required. And that victory gave our union unprecedented momentum. It was exactly what we needed going into negotiations. So that's where we are now. Tonight, you're going to hear from some key folks in our union helping to lead these negotiations, where we stand and what comes next. Steve Koffroff is our Director of Collective Bargaining and Research, and Eloy Alvarez is our Inland Area Regional Director. Both of them are deeply involved in our contract negotiations, and I cannot stress enough that I have every confidence in them and our bargaining team. They've been with us in this contract fight every step of the way. Let's hear from them now. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, David. Next, it's my pleasure to introduce Steve Koffroff, Director of Collective Bargaining and Research here at Local 721. Steve?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Steve Koffroff. I'm the Director of Collective Bargaining and Research here at SEIU 721, and I'm very excited to be at this town hall tonight. If you're here, it's because you care very much about your contract, and it's going to take every single member's organizing and action to bring this home. Everyone just heard from David Green, our union president. He described how we got to this point and how our September action sent shockwaves throughout Southern California. We were all over the media, and we rattled management at LA County. Together, we sent a clear message. Management needed to stop their union-busting tactics, and they needed to get back to the table immediately. Otherwise, we were ready to strike on October 10th. Our rally wasn't just a rally. It was a clear demonstration of union power, and we got what we wanted. Here's what happened since then. First, our elected bargaining teams got to work. They prepared and poured over all the contract details for each unit, getting ready for bargaining. Then, on November 7th, contract negotiations started with a bang. Across LA County, thousands of members purpled up in support of our bargaining teams. Across bargaining units, work sites, departments, and divisions, together we sent a message to management and to our fellow coworkers. Our union is strong, united, and ready to fight. And as we say at SEIU 721, when we fight, we win. That's exactly what we'll do at the bargaining table. So far, we've made good progress. We've had the wind at our backs, and we have good news to report. Here are the specifics. First, on the ground rules. We made headway establishing ground rules for our 2025 negotiations, but there is still work to be done. Next, on the common language. We made all of our common language proposals. These include aggressive monetary increases in line with our member priorities. This includes cost of living adjustments to keep pace with a skyrocketing cost of housing. And also strengthening contract language in several key areas. This includes contracting out work, filling vacancies, and making telework permanent. Next, on fringe benefits. We also made all of our fringe benefit proposals. These include aggressive benefit increases in line with member priorities, including increasing medical and retirement benefits. Finally, community support. We were joined in our first session by community partners from our Fix LA coalition. These include ACE, Eastside Leads, and ACT LA, who all spoke in support of our proposals. So what's next? We'll continue to negotiate our ground rules with the county, and we'll continue to submit our inequity and unit table proposals. Here's what we need from all of you. Every Thursday, just like we did on November 7th, we need to purple up to support our bargaining team. Then, we will hold our Actioning Off LA County press conference. So mark your calendars for Tuesday, December 3rd at 9 a.m. It will take place outside the LA General Medical Center. And we need you there. We're going to release a landmark report that day, shining a light on how LA County is giving multi-billion-dollar handouts to rich corporations. We are going to expose how LA County has our tax dollars at work, making private corporations rich instead of investing in our union workers. And we're going to demand an immediate end to contracting out of SEIU 721 member jobs. They should not be using public dollars to privatize jobs. They should be using public tax dollars to create and protect good middle-class jobs. That is our mission as a union. We intend to fulfill it during this contract fight and all the fights to come. That's my update for all of you tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. Finally, this evening, I'd like to introduce Eloy Alvarez, SEIU Local 721 Inland Region Director, who is helping lead negotiations with LA County. Eloy?
Hi, everybody. My name is Eloy Alvarez. I'm the Regional Director for the Inland Area of SEIU 721. I'm currently serving as second Chief Negotiator alongside Steve with our elected bargaining teams and helping head up negotiations with LA County. As everyone on this Tele-Townhall is aware, the first step in any bargaining cycle is to survey our membership and determine our priorities for negotiations. After collecting tens of thousands of surveys from LA County members, we set our bargaining priorities for the 2025 contract. First, we want aggressive cost of living increases. Members told us loud and clear, we must keep up with the skyrocketing cost of living in LA County. Many of you probably saw the news this past week about housing prices. Next year, the median home price in LA County is expected to reach $1 million. Maybe you're trying to rent an apartment. We're now at the point where in the same neighborhood, the cost of rent can be higher than a mortgage for a nearby house. Those are just housing and rental costs. That doesn't even account for other rising costs like groceries, childcare, or gas. It's brutal. And that is why we are fighting for a strong cost of living adjustment. Our second priority is protecting healthcare benefits. We are fighting hard to protect our fully paid healthcare coverage, and we want to ensure that no member is forced to pay out of pocket. We are aware this is a big priority for LA County members. Our healthcare benefits are literally some of the best in the public sector, and we intend to keep it that way. The third priority is fighting back against the privatization and contracting out of our jobs. This is another big priority. In 2 weeks, we will release a landmark study about contracting out in LA County, detailing how pervasive the problem is. Remember, every time LA County management contracts out, they're not simply taking jobs off the county payroll. Every time they contract out, they're killing good, union, well-paying, benefited jobs. They are killing the jobs of SEIU 721 members. To make matters worse, the corporations that get the contracts are not required to pay LA County's enhanced living wage. They are killing LA County's middle class one job at a time. And that's not all. Our public tax dollars are hard at work making the private sector rich. LA County spends nearly $6.2 billion each year on contracting out. Of that amount, $1 billion goes to 10 private corporations, and the vast majority of these firms do not get audited. It is a taxpayer to private sector pipeline, and we intend to fight it with everything we've got. So right now, we want to hear from you. We need you to tell us, based on these priorities, do you think we're on the right track at the bargaining table? Tell us now by taking our telephone poll. Press 1 if you think yes, we're on the right track. Press 2 if you think no, we're on the wrong track. Again, based on the priorities I just described, do you think we're on the right track at the bargaining table? Press 1 if you think yes, we are on the right track. Press 2 if you think no, we are on the wrong track. We will give everyone some time to make their selection. Then we'll announce the results. Before I conclude, I want all of you to keep in mind, your bargaining team cannot win without you. Remind your coworkers to purple up on Thursdays, and most importantly, get ready to fight. Have a good evening, everyone, and keep up the great work.
Thank you, Eloy. And thank you to all the members who joined us this evening and participated in our touch tone poll. The results of the touch tone poll are that 92% of those